Good afternoon. Again, if you are a golden kraken in the crowd, we would ask that you please be seated up here at the front. All right, let's begin. Good afternoon, Dean Wichtel, members of the OVC faculty and staff, fellow veterinarians, family and friends. Welcome to the Ontario Veterinary College's Convocation Awards and Veterinarian's Oath Ceremony. If we haven't yet met, my name is Joanne Hewson, and I'm the Associate Dean, Students and Academic here at the Ontario Veterinary College. As with all important events at the University of Guelph, we'd like to open a present in the corner. As with all important events at the University of Guelph, we would like to open this event with the university's territorial acknowledgement. I know we did this already at Convocation. Not all of you were with us at that time, so I would like to make sure we do it again now. We acknowledge that the University of Guelph resides on the ancestral lands of the Attawaddaron people and the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. We recognize the significance of the Dish with One Spoon covenant to this land and offer our respect to our Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Métis neighbors as we strive to strengthen our relationships with them. Today, this gathering place is home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and acknowledging them reminds us of our important connection to this land where we learn and work. Thank you. In our award ceremony today, we are recognizing members of the OVC community who have made outstanding contributions to it. They are being honored for a wide range of accomplishments. Staff members for their contribution to our support services, faculty members for their teaching and mentoring skills, and graduates from the DVM program for their academic prowess and their contributions to the betterment of the college and the profession. The presentation of these awards would not be possible without the great generosity of our donors, some of whom are here with us today. They've not only given funds to the university to recognize our graduates' achievements, they have invested in the future of veterinary medicine, and indeed, the future of the province and our country. The significance of that cannot be overstated, and we thank you, our donors, sincerely for having done so. There are just a few housekeeping details to announce before we begin the awards ceremony. To both our award presenters and our award recipients, please look on the program to see when your award is coming up. We've organized the awards by recipient, so that each recipient will receive all of their awards together. Presenters and recipients, please rendezvous to the side of the podium when your award is announced. Receive our congratulations. Yes, you, the audience, are certainly invited to whoop it up and celebrate each award recipient as they come through. And then, please, the award recipient and presenter, go over to our photographer on my right or your left to have your photo taken for the purposes of posterity. If I don't announce an award in the program, it is because the recipient is unable to be here today to receive their award in person. Shall we begin? Any update on the live feed before we start, Kevin?
It's still updating.
Still updating. I think that's really funny. The first award for today is the Hills Buddy Prize. In 1943, a veterinarian, Dr. Mark L. Morris, proposed that some diseases in pets could be managed through carefully formulated diets. A young blind man named Morris Frank asked Dr. Morris if anything could be done to save his guide dog, Buddy, who was suffering from kidney failure. The result of Dr. Morris's efforts was the nutritional formulation that would become the world's first pet food designed to help dogs with kidney disease. The Hills Buddy Prize is presented to the recipient that has exhibited the greatest knowledge and proficiency in clinically applying nutritional knowledge to the treatment and management of diseases of companion animals. The award is presented by Dr. Alison Ferguson, professional consulting veterinarian for Hills Pet Nutrition, and is presented to recipient Dr. Samantha Johnson. The F.W. Schofield Prize in Pathology was established in recognition of Dr. Frank Schofield, OVC 1910, and his contributions to both the field of veterinary pathology and as a humanitarian. And this award is presented to the graduate with the highest ranking in pathology. The award is presented by Dr. Brandon Plattner, faculty member in the Department of Pathobiology, to Dr. Latasha Ludwig. So Dr. Plattner will also be presenting the following award to Dr. Ludwig, so we're doing a dramatic pause. Maybe I should have prepped a joke or two. I got nothing, nothing. So let me tell you about the next award. It is the American College of Veterinary Pathologists Award, which recognizes a graduate with outstanding proficiency and interest in veterinary pathology. Once again, it is presented by Dr. Plattner to Dr. Latasha Ludwig, who I hope is coming back to do a grad program from the sounds of all that interest in pathology. Yes? Yes! All right. The Mitchell Family Prize has been created by the Mitchell family, Dr. Bert Mitchell, OAC 1960 and OVC 1964, Mary Townsend Mitchell, MAC 1960, and sons David and Alan, in appreciation of the education provided to them by the University of Guelph. Dr. Mitchell's distinguished career spanned the private and public sectors, and his contributions made an important impact on public policy in Canada and the United States as the director of the Bureau of Veterinary Drugs at Ralston Purina. In senior positions related to surveillance and compliance at the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, he helped write the rules and regulations to prevent the spread of bovine spongiform encephalitis, BSE, in cattle. The recipient of the Mitchell Family Prize is selected based on their leadership and contributions in the field of public health, toxicology, or pathology. The award is presented by Dr. Jessica Gordon, OVC faculty member and representative from the Department of Population Medicine on the OVC Awards Committee, and is presented to Dr. Latasha Ludwig. I think she gets to sit down after this. The American College of Veterinary Radiology Senior Student Award is presented to a student who showed outstanding enthusiasm and understanding in diagnostic and therapeutic radiology during their diagnostic imaging rotation within the OVC Health Sciences Center. The award is presented by Dr. Stephanie Nykamp, Associate Professor Radiology and Associate Dean Clinical Programs, and an honorary class president of the class of 2019 to Dr. Goldia Chan. The American College of Veterinary Surgeons Awards are presented to two graduates judged to show the most interest and academic and clinical proficiency in surgery. They are presented by Dr. Amit Singh, professor in the Department of Clinical Studies and diplomat of the American College of Veterinary Surgeons, to recipients Dr. Megan Regie for large animal surgery and Dr. Matthew McCormick for companion animal surgery. Well done. The Dr. Jim Mitchell Prize honors Dr. Jim Mitchell, OVC 1972 from Markdale Veterinary Services. OVC faculty nominate students based on their demonstration of compassion and dedication to their equine patients. From among the nominees, their classmates choose the award recipient based on a willingness to mentor others, the ability to work well individually and within a team, self-motivation, and the willingness to accept a challenge. Dr. Jim Mitchell Prize is presented by Dr. Jim Mitchell to recipient Dr. Megan Regie. The Ontario Pork Producers Marketing Board Prize is presented to the graduate who is the most proficient in the study of swine diseases and in the health management and welfare of swine. It is presented by Mr. John De Bruin, Vice Chair of Ontario Pork, to recipient Dr. Hannah Golightly. The Ontario Veterinary Medical Association, Erie Veterinary Medical Association Herd Health and Population Medicine Prize is presented next. The Ontario Veterinary Medical Association is the organization that represents veterinarians and our interests within the province. This award is presented to the graduate with the highest average in health management courses. It is presented by Dr. Sue Dorland, President of the Ontario Veterinary Medical Association, to Dr. Hannah Golightly. The Grey Bruce Farmers Week Prize was established to recognize new veterinarians entering practice in Grey or Bruce counties who will be working with food animals. Grey Bruce Farmers Week is a 7-day agricultural conference, and 2019 marked its 53rd year of educational programming. The award is presented by Mr. Bill Heron of the Grey Bruce Farmers Week to recipient Dr. Ellery Oosthuizen. Well done. Mr. Gust Lagerquist was a great friend to OVC and to the veterinary profession. In honor of his 90th birthday in 2014, former Dean Dr. Elizabeth Stone created the Gus Lagerquist 5V Prize, recognizing him as a World War II veteran who fought for victory and was very valued by the veterinary profession. This award is for the graduate who is selected by their classmates as the student who has worked to build class unity and teamwork, focused on helping others rather than him or herself, and demonstrated the desire and ability to advance the veterinary profession. Dr. Clayton McKay presents this award to Dr. Courtney Bernstein. The Merck Animal Health Veterinary Student Innovation Award was created to recognize a graduate who has demonstrated innovative and/or entrepreneurial creativity leading to a project that impacts or inspires others within the veterinary profession. The award is presented by Dr. Laura Harrison, Technical Services Veterinarian at Merck Animal Health, to recipient Dr. Macy Holliday. The Small Ruminant Veterinarians of Ontario Prize recognizes a graduate who exhibits great competence and interest in small ruminant medicine. The award is presented by Dr. Paula Menzies, Faculty Emeritus from the Department of Population Medicine and one of the OVC liaisons for the Small Ruminant Veterinarians of Ontario. And she presents this award to recipient Dr. Rebecca Chant. The Dr. Samuel Downing Stirk Memorial Prize is presented now. Dr. Samuel Stirk graduated from OVC at the age of 20 in 1912. And he started a veterinary practice in Brampton, Ontario, and practiced there for 66 years. The Dr. Samuel Downing Stirk Memorial Prize is presented in honor of Dr. Samuel Stirk to a graduate with the best diagnostic ability in large animals. The award is presented by Dr. Todd Duffield, Chair of the Department of Population Medicine at the OVC, to recipient Dr. Kevin Barbosa. The Dr. W.J. Stinson Scholarship is donated to honor Dr. W.J. Stinson from the class of OVC 1940 on his retirement from practice in Perth, Ontario in 1977. This award is given for proficiency in bovine reproduction and obstetrics in relation to large animal practice. The award is presented by Dr. Pat Myers, one of the honorary class presidents of the OVC 2019 Golden Krakens, and the recipient is Dr. Shauna Thomas. Dr. Bob Hayes Memorial Prize was created in memory of Dr. Hayes, class of OVC 78, who was a large animal practitioner and was well respected and highly valued veterinarian in the field of food safety and animal welfare. This award has been established by his family to recognize his commitment to veterinary medicine. It is presented to a graduate from the food animal stream of Phase 4 who demonstrates involvement in and knowledge about food safety issues in veterinary medicine. Dr. Hayes' daughter, Dr. Erin Hayes, from the OVC class of 2014, presents this award to Dr. Shauna Thomas. The OVC 1986 Memorial Prize was created by the class of OVC 1986 to invest in OVC's students and to honor the friends and classmates they have lost too early. The recipient was chosen by the third-year class as the member of the final year class who has provided them with the most meaningful mentorship and guidance throughout their first 3 years of the DVM program. The award is presented by Dr. Donald Bissonnette from OVC 1986 to recipient Dr. Eric Kwok. The Jean McDougall Primary Healthcare Prize. As determined by the Director, Veterinarians, and staff of the Hills Pet Nutrition Primary Healthcare Center, the recipient for this award is chosen based on consistently demonstrating exceptional skills in providing preventative and wellness health care to companion animals and their owners as a team member in the Primary Healthcare Center. The award is presented by Dr. Deep Kosa, Assistant Professor in the Department of Population Medicine and Academic Coordinator of the Hills Pet Nutrition Primary Healthcare Center, to Dr. Sarah DeVito. The Dr. R.A. Curtis Bovine Award recognizes the significant contributions to bovine practice made by Dr. Curtis of OVC 1961, who was a faculty member both at OVC and at the Atlantic Veterinary College. This award is given to a graduate with high academic standing, excellent clinical competence, and demonstrated interest in bovine medicine. The award is presented by Dr. Carrie Lissamore to recipient Dr. Christina Lynn. The Ontario Association of Bovine Practitioners Prize is given for proficiency in bovine herd health management and an interest in bovine practice. The award is presented by Mr. Ray Rennan, President of the Ontario Association of Bovine Practitioners, to recipient Dr. Christina Lynn. The Ogilvy Leadership Prize in Food Animals has been created by the Ogilvy family, which has a strong family history with OVC, including Dr. Tim Ogilvy, DVM 1975, MSc 1981, Dr. Thomas Ogilvy, DVM 2010, and Dr. Adam Ogilvy, DVSc 2014. The award is for the student in the fourth year food animal stream who best demonstrated their leadership skills in the food animal area while at OVC. The award is presented by Dr. Timothy Ogilvy, Dean Emeritus of the St. George's University School of Veterinary Medicine, hi, to Dr. Alex Gilbert. The Holstein Association of Canada Prize is presented to the graduate who has the highest academic achievement in bovine medicine and health management courses. The award is presented by Mr. Gerald Schipper, Vice President of Holstein Canada, to recipient Dr. Alex Jalbert. The International Veterinary Academy of Pain Management Prize is presented annually to a graduate selected by OVC faculty and staff who has achieved distinction among his or her peers in the area of animal pain management by demonstrating the proper understanding of analgesics and analgesic modalities. The award is presented by Dr. Shane Bateman, faculty member in the Department of Clinical Studies, to recipient Dr. Jonathan Riccio. The Zoetis prizes are presented now. Zoetis sponsors these two awards, one for proficiency in large animal medicine and one for small animal medicine. The Zoetis prizes are presented by Dr. Evelyn Molnar, Territory Manager from Zoetis, to recipients Dr. Anna Lazurko for large animal and Dr. Hannah Bagnall for companion animal medicine. The American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine has created 3 awards to recognize graduates who demonstrate outstanding knowledge and clinical skills in internal medicine. Dr. Shauna Blois, faculty member and the representative from the Department of Clinical Studies on the OVC Awards Committee, presents the American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine Certificates of Clinical Excellence to Dr. Anna Lazurko, Dr. Brianne McKay, and Dr. Max Rockman-Fowler. The American College of Veterinary Ophthalmologists Award recognizes a graduate that has demonstrated excellence in their knowledge, interest, and aptitude in ophthalmology during their companion animal hospital ophthalmology rotation. The award is presented by Dr. John Lamar from the Department of Biomedical Sciences and an honorary class president of the Krakens to recipient Dr. Max Rochman-Fowler. The Excellence in Veterinary Client Relations Prize was created this year by a grateful client in recognition of the role that veterinarians play in the life of pet owners and in memory of a special standard poodle named Wizard. I know, right? It is presented to a graduate who demonstrates excellent client care in their companion animal hospital rotations. It is presented by Dr. Stephanie Nykamp to recipient Dr. Jacqueline Gallian. The American Association of Equine Practitioners Frank J. Milne Memorial Prize is named for Dr. Milne, an OVC faculty member from 1953 to 1984 and president of the American Association of Equine Practitioners in 1971. What's going on? Oh, I see. This prize is awarded to a graduate with excellent skills in equine surgery. It is presented by Dr. Luis Arroyo, faculty member from the Department of Clinical Studies, to Dr. Caitlin Barber. I think I'll wait this one out. The Summit Veterinary Pharmacy Prize in Clinical Pharmacology was Summit Veterinary Pharmacy Incorporated created this award to recognize a graduate who has exhibited superior performance in the field of clinical pharmacology. The award is presented by Rosanna Paris, Toronto GTA representative at Summit Veterinary Pharmacy Incorporated, to recipient Dr. Julia Wan. The Alan H. Meek Prize for Leadership and Good Citizenship honors Dr. Alan Meek, OVC 1971, and former Dean of the Ontario Veterinary College. The recipient is chosen by OVC faculty as the graduate having best demonstrated leadership and good citizenship during their 4 years of the DVM program, and who is expected to be a leader throughout his or her professional career. Presenting this award is Dr. Jeffrey Wichtel, Dean of OVC, to recipient Dr. Eastman Welsford. The College of Veterinarians of Ontario Prize. The College of Veterinarians of Ontario is the licensing body for veterinarians in the province. It also ensures that the public interest is protected. This award is given to a graduate chosen by his or her classmates who has been active in OVC and university affairs. The award is presented by Ms. Jan Robinson, Registrar and Chief Executive Officer for the College of Veterinarians of Ontario, to recipient Dr. Eastman Welsford. The OVC 1975 Prize in Memory of Aki Sassage was established by the classmates and colleagues of Aki Sassage. It is given to the graduate with the highest standing in the veterinary externship course. The award is presented by Dr. Roger Thompson from the class of OVC 1975 to recipient Dr. Suman Lee. The Boehringer Ingelheim Prize of Merit in Feline Medicine is presented to a graduate for proficiency in small animal medicine with particular aptitude in feline medicine and patient care. The award is presented by Dr. Fran Rotondo, Technical Services Veterinarian for Pets at Boehringer Ingelheim, to recipient Dr. Catherine Wycherley. The Dr. Jonathan Bloom OVC 93 Ambassadorial Prize is presented for initiative and motivation in an elective or externship experience outside of OVC. The recipient is selected based on the evaluation by the elective host and the manner in which the college and the profession were represented. The award is presented by Dr. Jonathan Bloom from Willowdale Animal Hospital in Toronto to recipient Dr. Catherine McNaughton. The American Association of Feline Practitioners Prize is awarded to the graduate showing particular interest and aptitude in feline medicine and surgery. The award is presented by Ms. Julie Bazinski, Director of Advancement at OVC, to recipient Dr. Shannon Schum. The W.J.R. Fowler Prize is named for Dr. Fowler of OVC 1899, an OVC faculty member for 55 years who was renowned for his skill in surgery. This award is given for highest proficiency in equine medicine and surgery. The award is presented by Dr. Luis Arroyo to recipient Dr. Amanda Avison. The Molly Carrington Memorial Scholarship. Dr. Carrington, OVC 1978, was an intern in the OVC Small Animal Clinic when she passed away in 1981 from cancer. This award was initiated by her classmates in her memory. It is presented to a graduate who has demonstrated high standards of care and compassion for small animal patients. The award is presented by Dr. Paula Menzies from the class of 1978 to recipient Dr. Joey Tang. The Catherine Elizabeth Long DVM Memorial Prize is presented in memory of Catherine Elizabeth Long, OVC 1988. This award is given to a graduate who is elected by his or her classmates as a person who strives most consistently to apply the highest standards of veterinary knowledge and skill while showing concern for animals' comfort and welfare. The award is presented by Ms. Cynthia Faubert, Stewardship and Engagement Manager for OVC, to recipient Dr. Jordan James. The Dr. Jim Bell Prize honors Dr. Jim Bell from Bellbrae Animal Hospital. OVC faculty nominate students based on their demonstration of compassion and dedication to their small animal patients. From among the nominees, their classmates choose the award recipient based on a willingness to mentor others, the ability to work well individually and within a team, self-motivation, and the willingness to accept a challenge. The award is presented by Ms. Krisha Purchinsky from the Featherston Charitable Foundation, which established this award, to recipient Dr. Jaden Dales. The American College of Veterinary Dermatology Senior Veterinary Student Award recognizes excellent knowledge, interest, and aptitude in dermatology during the companion animal hospital rotations. It is presented by Ms. Amy Tremaine, OVC's Alumni Advancement Manager, to recipient Dr. William McLean. Miss Angela Patience, Territory Representative for Aventix Animal Health, presents the next 3 awards. The Dr. Wendy Parker Award in Dermatology, funded by the Aventix Animal Health, honors a retired faculty member and dermatologist at OVC for many years, and the award is presented for the best performance in dermatology in small animal clinics. The recipient is Dr. Julia Saturno. Ms. Angela Patience also presents the Aventix Animal Health Prize in Ophthalmology, which is presented to a graduate with the greatest proficiency in the ophthalmology rotation in the companion animal hospital. The award, you ready? Yep, okay. The award is presented to Dr. Tracy Toe. The Aventix Animal Health Prize in Dentistry is presented to the graduate with the greatest proficiency in a dentistry rotation in their final year of the program. The recipient is Dr. Thazuri Igal. The American Animal Hospital Association Student Award for Proficiency in Primary Care. This year, the American Animal Hospital Association, or AHA, created the AHA Student Award for Proficiency in Primary Care to recognize a graduate who has shown outstanding clinical proficiency in delivering primary care to their patients. Dr. Clayton McKay, past president of the American Animal Hospital Association, presents this award to recipient Dr. Stuart Higginbotham. The Dr. Jack Lang Memorial Prize is named for Dr. Lang, OVC 1971, an equine practitioner in Trenton, Ontario. This prize recognizes the best externship case report dealing with an equine clinical condition. The award is presented by Dr. Luis Arroyo to recipient Dr. Rania Ogrodnik. The Charles Duncan McGilvray Prize. The class of OVC 1941 presents this award in memory of Dr. McGilvery, Principal of OVC from 1918 to 1945. First presented in 1954, this award is given to a graduate who, by scholarship, leadership, personality, and character, has made an extraordinary commitment to the college as a DVM student. The award is presented by Dr. Michelle Guerin, faculty member in the Department of Population Medicine and chair of the OVC Awards Committee, to recipient Dr. Julia Robertson. We will, okay, I got the cue that the live feed is now functional. Maybe they've been trying to tell me for 10 minutes and I just looked over there now, but the live feed is now functional, so if you need to quickly text family at home to let them know to go on the OVC Facebook page to get the new link, I will not judge you for using your phone while I speak. Well, I might, but you are welcome to let them know. And again, we are recording this, so the entire recording will be available afterwards as well. So we will now present the Andrew Smith Memorial Medal. Since 1930, the Ontario Veterinary College has annually presented this gold medal in memory of Dr. Andrew Smith, our founder. The medal is given for exemplary scholastic ability and proficiency in clinical fields, and it is the highest honor bestowed upon a DVM graduate by the college. The Dean of OVC, Dr. Jeff Wichtel, presents the Andrew Smith Memorial Medal to Dr. Julia Robertson. While this concludes the awards for our graduating class, we are now pleased to present awards for our staff and faculty. The Carlton L. Giles OVC Support Staff Excellence Award is given to the person selected to receive this award through exemplifying the characteristics of Dr. Giles, a university professor emeritus from the Department of Pathobiology. These characteristics include being an exemplary role model, creating a positive effect on those around them, being thoughtful and compassionate, having a willingness to accept responsibility that goes beyond their job function, striving always for high quality, and being optimistic. The award is presented by Dr. Jeff Wichtel to recipient Ms. Kim Best, Administrative Assistant. Kim Best is Administrative Assistant to the Chair and Faculty and Assistant to the Faculty Advisors for the Biomedical Science major in the Department of Biomedical Sciences. Well done, Kim. Dr. David Hobson, OVC 2001, and Manager of Technology Transfer and Entrepreneurship at the Research Innovation Office of the University of Guelph, and Dr. Jeff Wichtel, present the OVC 2001 Support Staff Award to a member of the OVC community who has gone above and beyond their job description to help in the learning process and to help make OVC a special, enjoyable working and learning environment. The recipient is Ms. Sue Kinsella. Health technician in small animal surgery and has been pivotal to the learning of our graduating class. Dr. Jeff Wichtel also presents the K.M. Batnagar Memorial Humanitarian Award for a faculty member who best portrays the attributes of Dr. Batnagar, a faculty member in biomedical sciences from 1968 to 1989. The recipient, chosen by the third-year class, should be involved with students as both friend and counselor, and have expressed a genuine concern towards their well-being. This year's Phase 3 students have chosen Dr. Peter Conlon, professor in the Department of Biomedical Sciences, who recently completed his term as Associate Dean students last December. The Canadian Veterinary Medical Association is the national body that speaks for veterinarians and our interests. Dr. Michelle Gurin from the Department of Population Medicine and chair of the OVC Awards Committee and representative of the CVMA at OVC, and Dr. Jeff Wichtel present the CVMA Teacher of the Year Award to a faculty member chosen by the Phase 3 class as the teacher who had displayed teaching excellence during Phase 2 of the curriculum. This year, the award is presented to Dr. John Barta, a professor in the Department of Pathobiology. The Ontario Veterinary College Year 68 Award for Teaching Excellence was established by the class of OVC 1968 and is determined by a vote of the graduating class and is given for excellence in clinical teaching. It is presented to a faculty member who has been recognized as being exemplary in their teaching and in supporting and caring for students over their 4 years at OVC. Dr. Jeffrey Wichtel presents this award to this year's recipient, Dr. Andrea Sanchez Lazaro from the Department of Clinical Studies. The Boehringer-Ingelheim Award for Excellence in Clinical Teaching. This award is for a veterinarian who has taught students in clinical rotations in the final year of the DVM program, and it is presented based on the result of a class vote at the end of the year. The criteria are teaching ability, dedication to the discipline, character, and leadership. Presented by Dr. Jeff Wichtel and Dr. Fran Rotundro from Boehringer-Ingelheim, to recipient Dr. Shane Bateman from the Department of Clinical Studies. I feel bad that Dr. Wichtel is running back and forth here. So Dr. Jeff Wichtel and Dr. Evelyn Molnar from Zoetis present the Carl J. Norden Distinguished Teacher Award. This award recognizes an outstanding teacher in the DVM program who, through their ability, dedication, and leadership, contributes significantly to the advancement of the veterinary profession. The recipient is Dr. Stephanie Niekamp. Dr. Wichtel and Dr. Evelyn Molnar from Zoetis also present the Zoetis Faculty Award for Research Excellence. I'm going to go slowly here. This award was created to foster innovative research on which the scientific advancement of the profession depends. This award recognizes outstanding research effort and productivity. It is presented to a member of faculty who is nominated by his or her peers as an outstanding researcher. This year, the award is presented to Dr. Claire Jardine, an assistant professor in the Department of Pathobiology. I didn't get to finish my sentence. So Dr. Jardine is also Regional Director of the Canadian Wildlife Health Cooperative for Ontario and Nunavut. So please join me once more in congratulating all of our award recipients today. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Eastman Welsford, who has been chosen by his classmates as their valedictorian. Where are you, Eastman? Is this working? This is for you. It's my gift to you. Mic it up. When you're done, do that right.
How about now? Can you hear me? There we go. Okay. Wow. Congratulations again, everyone. Just so we're clear, I'm not here to pay up any of your student loans. For you. But I just want to say good afternoon to family and friends, invited guests, the OVC Dean and Associate Deans, faculty and staff, and of course my esteemed colleagues, the OVC Class of 2019. The Golden Crackers. Before I launch into a lengthy speech about my academic struggles and my personal anecdotes, I think it's important to say thank you to those who made these 4 years possible. And don't worry, I'm not going to make you stand up, turn around, and clap here. So thank you to friends and family who supported us through veterinary school and before. And a special thank you to faculty and staff who instructed and inspired us. Through lectures and labs, clinical rotations, you helped us to realize our dreams. And a special thank you to our honorary class presidents, Dr. John Lamar, Dr. Patrick Myers, and Dr. Stephanie Nijkamp. These are 3 members of the OVC community with whom we as a class felt we had a special relationship and a special connection, and they went above and beyond to make our 4 years very special. And on a more personal note, I'd like to put a huge thank you out to my co-president, Garrett Schulenberg. Not only has he been an incredibly supportive classmate, an amazing person to work with, he always picked up my slack. I am honored to call him my friend and colleague. So thank you so much. Now let's see. So looking at everybody here, they look pretty good. This class of 2019, the job looks pretty good on you guys. What I thought I would do in this speech is briefly reflect on our time spent at OVC before looking ahead at how that time has shaped our futures. Now, for those of you who haven't attended 4 years of veterinary school before, I'm going to guide you through what life was like, and I have chosen 4 objects that I think represent each year of the program to help you visualize this. So, phase 1, the humble pen light. The very first week, we all bought several, and they shortly ended up at the bottom of our lockers. And much like this particular brand of pen light, in phase 1, we were useless. We were puzzled looking for the gallbladder in the horse and trying desperately to memorize that behind every rib is a vein, an artery, and a nerve. But also like the pen light, there was a light shining inside us, and that light symbolized our ambition and our drive to guide us one step closer to being veterinarians. So through simulated client interviews, bell ringers, friends and family day, challenge kapaki, we made it through to phase 2. Now, phase 2. This rectal sleeve symbolizes phase 2, as this was the year where we really got into it. After learning the basics in phase 1, we moved on to an introduction to hundreds of pathogens, diagnostic tools, and pharmaceuticals. We got the chance to perform full physical exams on some of our favorite species and learn the art of interpreting an X-ray. As we learned about the diseases and conditions that affect animals and the treatment options available, our time began to feel more like veterinary school. Now we're done. Phase 3, so now we're halfway through, right? a coffee cup. Something DVM students know all too well. Phase 3 is arguably the most challenging year in the DVM program. More courses than previous years, each packed with information on diseases, diagnostic and treatment information on multiple different species. With lectures that have hundreds of slides, midterm tests, exams, and on top of it all, you begin performing your first spay and neuter surgeries on live animals. Needless to say, there aren't enough waking hours in a day, enter the coffee cup. But not only did it hold over 18,000 liters of coffee that are purchased at the OVC cafeteria every year, I fact-checked this, you can ask the it also helped us to help our minds to take on the knowledge that will carry us through our careers. It's the year where things really begin to come together and you feel more like a veterinarian every day. What you learn in phase 3 is paramount to setting you up for success in your clinical year as well. Phase 4. We finally made it. This is our clinical year, and this is the year that you wait for with anticipation from the very first day of phase 1. So I thought it fitting that the object to symbolize fourth year should be our stethoscopes. I chose this object because we received them as a gift at our professional welcome ceremony back in first year, and just like us, these stethoscopes move through veterinary school from start to finish. And in our fourth year, as our confidence grows, and we expand our skill sets, the stethoscope becomes more and more valuable. In fourth year, we put into practice everything we've learned in the last 3 years, getting to work with real patients and clients every day. As we move through different clinical rotations, we can see our careers beginning to take shape, and the confidence of each student is palpable. As one of the top 10 veterinary schools in the world, we are very lucky to be graduating from the OVC. With world-renowned faculty and innovative research, much of which is funded through OVC's Pet Trust Research Charity, we are set up very well for success. But we are also lucky for another reason. To have accomplished this feat together as a class. We're told during the orientation week in Peer 2 that the whole competitive thing is over, and we are in this together. And even though we're here today celebrating the end of 4 years and moving into our careers, we very much are in this together still. Especially in that first year when you might be unsure of yourself a little, you know you will be calling on some of your classmates. You know that when you're working one day in your first year, and that bearded dragon comes through the clinic door, and you have no idea what a bearded dragon is, you most definitely will be calling Jake Dales. You also know that even after you vow to never touch a horse again, so help you God, there is one that needs attention in your small town when you're on call, and you know you will also be calling Amanda Absent. He breaks in your neighbor's pig barn, and he's desperately asking you for advice. He will also be calling Anna Gillespie. And lastly, after a hard day, when you need a night out, a drink, or just someone to chat with, maybe nothing went right that day, you know that you can call any one of your classmates. Because no matter what, over the last 4 years, if you considered yourself an Odie, a horse girl, one of the dads, or part of a corps of maybe 4, you will always be a golden Kraken. So now if everyone can join me on the count of 3 in saying release the Krakens, that would be great. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Release the Krakens! So congratulations to the newly minted veterinarians of the OVC class of 2019. Thank you guys so much. Which is a photograph of all the graduating students from our class. So I think we would need Dr. Patrick Myers, Dr. John Lamar, and Dr. Stephanie Nikamsu to come up to the front. Yeah, so as I had said before, these are 3 members of the OVC community that we felt went above and beyond for us, and we had a bit of a special connection with. So this is just a small token of our appreciation to look at our faces for the rest of our lives.
son.
Wow, that's all pretty touching. That's great. So as a final formal activity for convocation, we're going to read the veterinarian's oath. And for this, I'll ask you to read along with me. Class of 2019, if you could stand. Maybe turn around and face the audience. It's really for your family and the progress that you're doing this. And also, any other veterinarians that are here and are able to stand and would like to stand, I will encourage you to stand and join with us as I recite the veterinarian's oath, and if you could recite along with me. As a member of the veterinary profession, I solemnly swear that I will use my scientific knowledge and skills for the benefit of society. I will strive to promote animal health and welfare, prevent and relieve animal suffering, protect the health of the public and the environment, and advance comparative medical knowledge. I will perform my professional duties conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I will strive continuously to improve my professional knowledge and competence and to maintain the highest professional and ethical standards of myself and the profession.
Krakens, you can now be seated. I've been wondering throughout this event when the posters were going to come up. Now I know. It seems to be that I get the last word. So the Master of Ceremonies always gets the last closing, and you've heard several times today about your journey towards becoming a veterinarian. You've celebrated the accomplishments of your classmates and colleagues and recognized OVC faculty and staff that have greatly impacted your journey of veterinary training. I'd like to close by focusing on your journey as the OVC Golden Kraken and where that journey will take you next. In early July of 2015, you received a letter from OVC congratulating you on being accepted into the program and outlining preparations for orientation. In that letter, I had it out yesterday reading it, you were already coached to start thinking of your class identity. And the rules surrounding your mascot selection were clearly laid out. And I quote, "You cannot use any animals that are similar in any way to stags, no ungulates, caracals, no felines, komodos, no snakes or lizards, or owls, so no birds. But all other species were fair game." As an aside, that letter actually also gave you a heads up to go out and buy your hockey equipment already. But that's another tradition for another day. So summer passed, and finally orientation week was upon you. A week of firsts. Your first meeting with your veterinary classmates, trying on your first pair of blue veterinary coveralls, first day of orientation to the veterinary program, first veterinary practice group assignments together to accomplish orientation tasks, first lecture as a veterinary student, and perhaps even your first taste of belonging to a class identity. Do you remember your orientation handbook, Imparting Wisdom from the OVC 2018 Ivory Owls? How they referred to the excitement of being admitted into the DVM program as being equally as exciting as receiving an acceptance letter to the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry? It was true. That orientation handbook, named Ready, Set, Vet, was 59 pages long, and in hindsight, might still have been the lightest reading you received at vet school. In that orientation handbook, the Ivory Owls spoke of your upcoming personal and class journey, making references to you being young Padawan to be trained in the Force. They also made reference to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and even promised you an OVC Marauders map to help you navigate your way. While the orientation handbook told of information critical to your wayfinding of the veterinary program, it also spoke to your need to navigate the OVC community. And of course, the handbook spoke again about deciding on your class mascot. I was not privy to the discussion and debate that may or may not have been part of you selecting your class mascot. I do hope it was a civil affair. The key point is that within weeks of starting your DVM program, your class identity had emerged and the OVC Golden Krakens were born. You began to build both your class identity as well as your own personal sense of identity by working together through many hours of lectures, labs, exams, intramural sports, social events, and simply by living your day-to-day life together. Your class gelled together through the shared experience of navigating the DVM program, both the formal curriculum, but also through your extracurricular connections. You each chose your path forward outside of the classroom, and your experiences over the next 4 years greatly shaped who you have since become. All leading up to a sense of who you are as an OVC Golden Kraken. All leading up to a sense of who you are as a person, too. As your family, friends, loved ones, mentors, colleagues, and peers, we've been given insight into your sense of class community through many events along the way, such as Family and Friends Day, your white coat ceremony, your final year play, and now at your convocation. Looking back on your final year in particular, I suspect many of you experienced a sense of loss of this Kraken community lurking in your emotional background, despite your excitement over the opportunities you had crafted for yourself through your selection of internal and external rotations over this past year. Loss of that closeness with many of your classmates. Loss of sharing in the lived experience of the class. Indeed, there are some fellow Krakens here that you did not see for weeks or months at a time. And now you are graduating and will see them even less. But does this make your class identity any less meaningful? No. Your identity is still strong, and it will stay with you for many years. I myself still proudly identify as an OVC Lynx. Are you proud to be an OVC Kraken? Yeah, you are. Moving forward, will you carry that pride with you? Often at this stage of ending your DVM program training, you are relieved to be done. Honestly, you're quite tired, and you can very clearly remember the hard work, the more challenging times, perhaps even some injustices that you needed to find your way past in order to be here today convocating as an OVC Golden Kraken. But can you also remember your accomplishments? Those times when you put in your fullest effort and were rewarded, not necessarily by a grade, because there's so much more than that to learning, but with a sense that you had learned, you grew, you developed on your path towards becoming a veterinarian, or even on your path towards becoming the person you are now, beyond that part of you that is a veterinarian. Clearly, you've traveled a long path of personal and professional growth from that first orientation week in September up to now, where you graduated today as a veterinarian. How will you frame your memory of that journey? Will you see your cup as half empty, focusing on the pinch points? Or will you see your cup as half full, with the potential to become even more full because you are still on that journey of growth even today? Will your eyes sparkle as you look back? And will you carry pride forward about the class and the college that you've graduated from today? I can promise you that you will have self-doubt in the coming days and weeks. You will at times lack confidence in your abilities, perhaps feel overwhelmed by your new burden of responsibility, and indecision may paralyze your ability to respond in the moment. What better time for my final lesson to you? Actually, it's not really a new lesson. It's more like my final review lab before the ultimate OSCE called life. So I just returned this weekend from a conference on competency-based veterinary education. A conference all about shifting the focus of veterinary education towards teaching and assessing veterinary students on the key daily jobs that a day one graduate must be able to do. And I can tell you this, although this conference represents a tremendous shift in paradigm for the field of veterinary education as a whole, we at OVC are already there. Yes, change is coming across North America and globally in how we frame veterinary education, but here at OVC, I can see we've already changed. The conference was an opportunity for me to critically reflect on our DVM training at OVC and to compare us against the programs across other institutions internationally. Now, I've always believed in our program and that our faculty and staff deliver a top quality veterinary education. But even still, I came away from that conference with a renewed sense of confidence and pride in our program, that OVC remains a leader in teaching and learning, and that we already have been teaching you what you need to be able to know and do following today's graduation. It made me clearly appreciate again how amazing OVC is, and I'll not apologize for saying so. I have confidence that you're ready, and I hope you carry forward pride in your learning at OVC as you join our profession. OVC Golden Krakens, I can stand here and tell you that you are ready, but much of your success going forward will depend on your ability to believe in yourself, that you are able to meet any challenge, whether it be the first weeks or months out in practice doing everything for real for the first time, or further down the road as you consider career change, practice ownership, returning to grad school perhaps, navigating relationship or family crises, or whatever it is. If you maintain a growth mindset where you frame your lens to focus on your ability to adapt and to grow, you will be successful in navigating change, but you will also be resilient in the moments of failure, and you will be comfortable with who you are as a person. OVC Golden Krakens, from being referred to as young Padawan in your orientation handbook, today also marks the day when the student becomes the master. Almost immediately, you will be training the next generation of veterinary students, student veterinarians, I should say. You may have an externship student with you on your first day of work, a member of the veterinary team at your practice seeking advice from you, or a high school volunteer at the clinic spouting aspirations that someday they want to get into vet school. How will you nurture them along? What role in the veterinary profession will you take to ensure that future student veterinarians have the opportunities to learn all that they need to know to be ready for their career? Day to day, you may mentor them, but even greater impact will come from you also staying connected to the training they will receive in their program at OVC. Which brings me to my final advice to you today. Give back. Be proud of the OVC you graduated from, and take care of your college. Beyond your personal identity and your class identity as a Golden Kraken, own and grow your OVC identity too. Mentor our students, participate in giving club talks or wet labs, help with admissions MMIs, establish class bursaries or awards, or host students at your practice. Do what you feel is needed to keep our college on the right path. The other way to give back is through staying connected to the college and using your voice of experience beyond graduation to give us feedback on how to keep our program and our college strong. By staying connected, you can impact how the curriculum evolves to respond to the changing needs of the profession and of society. In your convocation package today, you will have received a postcard to provide us with your contact information so that we can stay in touch. We will be reaching out to you periodically, asking for your feedback as we consider the evolution of the training that we offer. Your input into this conversation really is key. So please complete your postcard. We have a box out front, a little mailbox you can put it in, so that we can help make sure you stay a strong member of the OVC community in the years to come. So every good lecture ends with a recap of what you've just learned. So here's my recap. OVC Krakens, have faith that your pathway of learning as a student veterinarian at the OVC has prepared you for tomorrow. Be resilient and have a growth mindset that you do have the inner resources to face change. Know that change is an opportunity for you to become even better yet. And quite simply, believe in your inner capacity to achieve great things. The student has become the master. You now share the responsibility with us for training of future student veterinarians. Stay in touch with the college and help us continuously evolve our program. And be proud of who you are today as a person, as a Golden Kraken, and as an OVC alumnus. And please always remember, as you take care of others, be sure you take care of yourself first. So I'm going to steal this closing from Dr. Peter Conlon, who traditionally always ended each graduation day. This bell was the time signal at the multiple mini interviews. Dr. Conlon gets full credit for this. So for most of you, the sound of this bell marked the beginning of your OVC journey. I will ring it now both to bring our ceremony to a close, but also to mark the beginning of the next step in your veterinary journey. Wherever your path takes you from here, on behalf of all of us at OVC, I wish you every personal and professional success in the year ahead. I invite you to all enjoy us immediately following the bell for a reception in the Summerlee Science Complex atrium. We're doing location jumping around the campus today. So following the bell, please join me at the Summerlee Science atrium. And once again, congratulations, OVC 2019 Golden Kraken.